Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this chapter, we're going to be doing, in this video, we're going to be doing chapter 15, verse 19. And this is bringing a smile to my face because it's reminding me of a rant. So let's go through the verse right now first, and then I will go through what my rant was a few days ago and just the frustration with this whole process of bhakti and understanding and whatever. And what do you know? 1 or 2 days ago I find I have this frustration and I'm like, what do I do? And then he gives the answer to that right there in the Gita. Excuse me, this is just this is mysterious ways of the Lord. Okay, so let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna and ask him to help us. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us understand, and thank you, my goodness, thank you for giving me this answer to this rant question that I had, and also please help us understand this in such a deep way that we become the knower of this thing and we become actual, we experience it and we know it. We don't just know it intellectually, but we know it. It becomes Vigyan for us. Please help us know the truth. Please help us know absolute truth. Please help us know you. Please help us. Please reveal yourself to us. Please reveal the true love to us so that we can actually know, feel and experience genuine real bliss, genuine real love, not this material crap that disappears, but the real thing, the real deal, which lasts forever, which is eternal, and which brings unlimited, ever expanding Anandambudhi Vardhanam, ever expanding ocean of bliss, joy, and love. Okay, let's sing the verse together. Sometimes I wonder, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, are you listening to us? And then he answers, and I'm like, yes, you're listening to us. But you're not listening enough. I want this faster and faster. And please, I'm like desperate, please. Oof, okay. Let's sing this verse together. Yo mamevamasambudho janati purushottamam sa sarva ved bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat. Bharat. Oh my goodness, okay. So whoever knows me without doubting, with full 100% faith, that is Krishna Prem, right? Whoever knows, well, that's not Prem exactly, knows, this is knowledge. So Krishna Prem is love for Krishna. So whoever knows me without doubting, with full faith, is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat. So bhajati. Now here the thing is, he's using the word bhajati. Bhajati means devotional service. Very, 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 very clearly devotional service. So this is chapter 15. This is not the middle 6 chapters where he's talking about devotional service. Even in chapter 15, he's saying bhajati. So many times we have seen that. He's using specifically that, and of course, mam, unto me, bhajati unto me, knowing me as the Purushottam, knowing anyone who knows me as the, without a doubt, asamudha. Right, as a Purusha Uttamam. Purusha means person, Uttama means supreme, ultimate, whatever. He knows everything, is Sarvavit. Sarva means everything. Vit, Sachit, and Sachitana, that's different. Sarvavit, knower of everything. So, there are many philosophical speculations, but this one basically makes it very, very clear. There is no question, there is no doubt in anywhere. Like in this Gita, he's not saying me, or he's not saying my representative and I am the incarnation of Vishnu and whatever. He's saying me, straight up, Krishna, me, right? those who are really following the Gita should just simply understand, like there's no confusion here. Okay. The perfect knower, without wasting valuable time, engages directly in Krishna consciousness and devotional service to the Supreme Lord. This, yeah, throughout the whole of Gita, this fact is being stressed at every step. I agree. We're seeing it over and over and over again. Oh my goodness. Okay, bhajati is very significant. It's, right? It is expressing the relationship with the Supreme Lord in the devotional service. Now, here, remember that he's using the word, he's not saying devotion. Anywhere that he's saying this, he's saying devotional service. When we are serving the Lord with devotion, it's not just devotion, it's not just the feeling, but service is very, very stressed. Devotional service is how he's explaining it everywhere. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so he's talking about the knowers of the truth, the Bhagwan, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. He's giving many, many different proofs about Brahman, Bhagwan, and Paramatma, and Bhagwan. And so I'm not going to go through all of those proofs. You can go through those if you want to. We know, we've gone through this so many times, that the Gyan Yoga gets Brahman, the Ashtanga Yoga gets Paramatma, and the Karma Yoga gets Gyan Yoga, basically, who gets Brahman, and then Bhagwan, of course, is Bhakti. And the person, and it's considered the most sweetest. There's a form, and it's the sweetest form. Okay. Yeah, so let's read the translation. He who knows my Satchidanand nature as Purushottam Tattva without being deluded by various doctrines knows everything and is capable of worshipping me in all bhavas. Okay, so now my rant. Okay, my rant is that why has God made it so incredibly difficult for us to attain Him? There are so many shastras, so many different shastras. Christians have a different shastra, Muslims have a different shastras, Hindus have a ton of different shastras, the Advaita people have different shastras, the Karma Yogis, the Gyan Yogis all have different shastras, the Shivites and the Brahmites and the Durgaites, and I don't know, I hope I'm not seeing things in the wrong way, but everybody who believes in everybody have different set of shastras, and all those shastras say our way is the ultimate way, our way is the best way, our way is the only way. I mean, some people will say our way is the only way, and otherwise you'll burn in hell for eternity, which kind of pulls me away. It's like, okay, God is not that. He is not. He is very merciful. If I will not ever make somebody burn in hell for eternity just for not believing in me or in someone, in God, why would God be less merciful than me? Like, I can't possibly be more merciful than God, right? And I would never want anybody to burn in hell for eternity for anything, however worst, horrible people they are, let alone for not believing or not knowing something. But anyways, so I digress. But okay, so that pulls me away. But why are there so many different shastras? And how in the world do we know what the best shastra, what the right shastra is? How are we supposed to know? And then in the Gita itself, God says, if somebody has faith in something, in some demigod, I will increase his faith in that demigod. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's not helpful. Please, Bhagwan, don't do that. Please help us, guide us to the ultimate truth. Please help us, guide us to the real truth. How do we know what the truth is when everybody is saying different things and everybody is saying this is the truth? How in the world can we possibly know what the truth is? Oof, okay. So that was my rant, and I'm like, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, God, I don't know what the truth is, but one thing I am absolutely certain about, without the slightest bit of doubt, is I hate this material world. I do not want to be in this material world. This material world is not truth. It is not. It is birth, death, old age, disease. It is misery. However much the personal growth world can say we should be positive and we should see yeah, I totally agree, perspective changes everything, right? We are not victims of our circumstances, we are victims of our perspectives. Absolutely, when we change our perspective, then our whole life changes. So we can see things in a bad way or we can see things in a good way, and one of the biggest things that I do is gratitude. Like, I mean, it's my core whatever I believe in is gratitude. So yes, it does change everything. And it does not change the fact that this world is a miserable place. we can be grateful to God for giving us everything that He's given us. And we can know that if we have all this intense craving for love in our hearts, every single human being has that intense craving for love in our hearts. That is what causes all the problems. That is why we have anger, because we're not having the love. The other person's not giving us the love that we know that we deserve, but we're just looking in the wrong place. We're asking the other person instead of asking for God. Excuse me, asking from God, or giving to God, which will actually be much better. So excuse me, wow. Yes, so I know that the material world is not the right place for me. So I am going to be doing whatever I can. This feels completely right to me right now. The bhakti path feels good. It feels right. And I don't know if absolutely right now, I don't have this kind of faith where I know him to be everything. I don't have that ultimate faith. But I am going to work on this with every single breath of mine to figure out what the ultimate truth is, because I know that the earth is not it. So I will try thing after thing after thing after thing, lifetime after lifetime, because I do believe the lifetime thing, that the soul is eternal and we are not the soul. We're not this body. We're the soul. That I can feel that like very strongly. I feel that because when kids are born, they're born with different personalities, and there is just this intense sense of fairness that every human being has as well, along with this intense craving for love. And that fairness cannot happen if people are suffering. If some people are suffering so much more than others, it cannot happen just like that out of the blue. There has to be a reason for it, and the reason is karma. The karma explains everything. The reincarnation explains everything, and the personalities, different things that we're good at, different things that we're not good at, that we still need to work on. All that is explained beautifully by karma and reincarnation. So that part I really strongly have faith in. And uh, um, and this, I have very strong faith that this world, this material world, is not real. I mean, it's not the real, it's not the ultimate truth, it's not beautiful, it's not where we can be. We can get a lot more than this. We can have it even in this world. We can see as we grow, as our personality changes, the people around us change, the people that we attract into our lives change. And we can see that, right? Like, I mean, we no longer attract the same kind of people that we attracted 20 years ago, right? Yeah, so as we change, we can automatically see that the energies around us change. So we know that we are capable of an intense amount of love that we have not possibly managed to get to right now. At least I have not. I don't want to speak for you. But when as we increase there, and as we go higher and higher into that, then we will be attracting more and more, which means that it exists, more and more exists. And that's ultimate desire for this ultimate, in Hindi we say, I want true love, and I want to mar mit jana chahti hu, lut jana chahti hu us prem mein, which means I want to die for it. I want to lose everything, and I want to lose myself in love completely. I want to be completely, it just doesn't come as sweetly in English. But yes, that's what we want. We want to be just completely obliterated. Yes, obliterated in love, in loving somebody. And that exists because the desire exists in us. That desire cannot exist in us if the possibility of fulfilling it did not exist. That's why we want to watch all of these Romeo and Juliet kind of romance things. Excuse me, because that's what they do. Anyways, okay, I'm coughing a lot, so I'm going to end it here. Wish you all a really, really beautiful day filled with lots of spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.